It all comes in as season passes.
Oh, shoot. I'll check that out now.
Also, I've started the stream.
I did see a tweet.
I did see. That's how you like recognize reality at this point.
Yes.
You just you
like,
look on
tweet.
various social media sites and you're like, no.
That's how I get my
That's not
news.
real.
If something really important happens, it will bleed through Twitter.
Wow.
Anything else just doesn't matter.
On that note of somewhat important things that bleed through on Twitter that I'm not mentioning on Twitter for reasons.
Ooh.
Wow, loud.
Suki, go away.
It's been a day and like
Has it?
then nothing's happened.
Suki, go away. You ate my pizza. Go away.
They hit me once for 70, and then
Yeah, I
they
hit that.
haven't-
I saw that one that I looked at it and it was like, hey, 68 views. I guess I should click this to get it to 69. And I did.
Yeah, and then it went up to 70, and then
I earned it.
yeah, and then the other ones just haven't been, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, this is good, but I'm confused, right? Like,
They want you to miss it.
I don't miss it, but I'm just confused. But I'm glad.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that for a while. I was gonna tweet you a picture of like all the no views on those videos and going like, "What's up?"
Yeah,
All your stuff, Steve.
I'm glad that it's done, and I hope that it stays that way. But it's just that slight confusion where you're just like, why? Like, what was the point of doing that for a literal month? You know, like.
Well, we still don't know it's done.
And it happened on Twitch, so that's the oddity in that as well.
Well, Dark Souls 2 is updating. I guess that makes sense.
Oh, so Nick,
Hi.
you said you're from Michigan, I think, right?
You think? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't always remember where everybody's from.
We've talked about this.
Everybody tells me
You
where
know where I'm
everybody's.
from.
Okay, let me put it this way. I have people on Skype, and it says that they're from like one state or one province, and they're from a totally different one. So I don't trust anything at this point, right?
You know where I'm from.
Yeah, well, like you're an island in the middle of nowhere.
Special.
You are right.
But anyway, the prisoners in Michigan are no longer allowed to wear orange.
What?
You know how like the standard outfit is an orange outfit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That is no longer allowed.
Is it black and white stripes? Because that's always for the classic.
That is. They brought that back. The
I love
That's
orange,
great.
but I'm happy about that.
the person who's in charge of all of that, I don't know who makes that executive decision, right? But when they were deciding what to do, they were like, orange is the new black has made orange way too popular. So if we change this, less people will want to become prisoners.
Less people will want to become
What?
prisoners.
Or that
I
like
don't
the prisoners
understand
will
that.
feel less good about themselves. And I'm just kind of
Yeah,
like, either way you look at it, I don't think that most people want to become prisoners. Like, there's maybe
Also,
that
I think
one
I prefer
person.
to wear black and white, man.
Actually, my uncle wanted to be a prisoner, but anyways. No, cousin, sorry.
Okay.
Cousin. He was, it got him 4 or 3 meals a day in a roof over his
Yeah,
head.
well, see, I was gonna actually say, there's the specific people who are like, this gets me food and place to stay.
Yeah.
But, you know, the majority of people are like, you know what sounds like a bad idea? Jail? And a
And he hit 2
record?
birds with 1 stone, too, because he also burned down someone's house he doesn't like. That was the way that he got in. So it's like, I get these 2 things that I want.
So,
I only have to burn down 1 house.
my decision
There we
was
go.
random, because that's what I do on stream. Eve. Almost every freaking stream.
Yeah.
I need to learn what the cause of this is. Like, if Spider-Man is doing something here. Like,
I had a really
there's
fun
your
ice
stream
run
on.
today.
I
where
had
got,
a
like,
really good one, and then it was the most. Oh, never mind, guys. It's being nice to me, Dr. Fetus.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh,
I got
you
Dr.
got
Fetus.
Fetus,
too. I was
that's
gonna
good.
say.
I had one
Oh,
today where I started and it was Maggie, and I was like, "Oh, this is terrible." And then the first item I got was Mom's knife, and I was like, "Okay, this could go multiple ways, right?" Because if you're slow, Mom's knife can save you sometimes, but sometimes it can be a detriment, right? And so I was sitting there like, okay, you know what? I'll treat this as a neutral item. It's an objective strength upgrade, but you know, with Maggie being so slow, it could be problematic. And then like the first item that I got after that was like SMB Superfan, and I was like, okay, now I'm the slowest creature, but so strong. And then I got Polyphemus. I'm like, well, okay, this is just, never mind, fine. This is a 1-run. And then I get to the very, very end, and I won with half a Spirit Heart, and I was like, okay.
So guess who I randomed? Eve.
Yeah.
It's sentient, man. The Binding of Isaac is aware.
Okay, Guardian Angel. That's gonna.
No.
That's actually pretty good. I like that.
It's a good item, but it's not like the item.
It's really good if you have the sacrificial dagger, though, because the fact that it just makes it spin so much faster.
The one I had earlier today, though, was I kept putting myself in the red in Spirit Hearts. Or not
in the
Spirit
red.
Hearts, deal with devils. Deal with devils.
In the red,
Like in the red, as in like I didn't have any hearts.
Yeah,
left,
you
and I
were
could get,
you're
like,
trading in
2 HP ups to get back up.
Yeah.
And I took like almost every deal the devil I could, and just almost won. I don't know. That's
I
all.
have this weird
That's all.
prevalence of angel rooms today, and I really don't know why.
Yeah, I got one too. Got the miter.
Don't
That's
care
nice.
about the thumbtack. Like it's not
Mm.
it's not
Still take
terrible,
it.
but it's not. Oh God, no, 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 no! Worst room ever.
No.
Comic book guy voice, worst room ever. I went in and it was just 2 spiders and a troll bomb, and it's not desirable. Not happy with my life right now.
Monstro. Monstro, please.
Then you go here.
Monstro, please.
There we go.
Monster Plus.
Wooden spoon. Well, what a great first floor.
Well, you know, like, it might pay off down the line if you get something that really heavily decreases your speed. But generally speaking, you're kind of like, Wooden Spoon's, I didn't have a reroll availability, and I hate life, so.
Every time I do a Keen run and the first item room is D6, I get so happy. It's like all my favorite things in one
Greetings,
character.
humans and other kin.
Hello.
Oh god, don't get into other kin, Misty. Because I've gone up to my ears with people who are talking about being otherkin and taking it into a strange new dimension. You guys remember how we were talking about ghosts? Like people who thought that they were ghosts? Like that's what they were identifying with?
When I've been there.
The people,
You're gonna talk about
we were
what?
talking about the people who were like, my gender isn't male or female, I'm a ghost.
Oh, alright. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and remember how we were saying there were ones that think they're like animals too, right? There are ones that now think they're Gengars from Pokemon.
Nice.
Yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, so now there are people going around saying they're Gengarkin and that they eat dreams. Yeah, like, yeah, that's the thing. They're like, oh, dreams taste good, and I'm like, ugh.
They do
Yes,
dreams.
the plan is working. God damn it. Ooh, Mom's Pearl.
Ah, Eve, go away.
On Spoo.
Eve?
Oh, now you're ooh, Mom's Pearl.
Yeah, now I'm Ooh, Mom's Pearl because I need it, because I'm Eve.
I'm fighting Envy and I don't like this. I don't like have a heart.
Yeah, you also said Eve, go away.
Because I don't like Eve.
But
Yeah.
you're...
I was directing my rage. in
I
a
just
cage.
got spectral... Despite all my rage, I'm still just Eve in a cage. I just got spectral bombs now, so that's interesting.
No, really.
That's it, yeah.
That might be bad, if anything.
It's not really bad. They don't go through...
I don't know.
They don't go through people. They just go through
Yeah,
objects.
but what if you want to like bounce it off a rock?
I'm better with just bouncing off of man's face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, deal with the devil. And I got some HP. I'm sure he randomed into Eve. He did. That's why I said it.
I did right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm really happy
Got
with
a lot
this.
of Eve going on right now.
2 guppy items, and they're both only a heart, and one of them's the paw, so I'm making this trade happen.
Alright.
Because to me, this is worth it, because several spirit hearts for any HP up that I get from this point on, and permanent Horror Babylon is a worthwhile trade, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, yay, have a heart. Okay.
Okay, well, I broke even going into that curse room. Ultimately, not a big deal. Boom. Boom. Well, now I'm quite confused. Whatever. Having one of those moments where I'm like shooting everything with bombs and ultimately going nowhere in my life.
Speed
That
shout out.
happens.
Wait, what?
I got a speed shout out. This is the most. This is the worst run. The only good thing I've gotten is Guardian Angel, and it's not even great.
I'm glad that the abilities of my usual streaming quality has transferred over to you.
Yeah.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, that's all you can really say for yourself, though, is I'm still alive.
I'm surviving.
You're a survivor.
You are.
Oh, no.
It's Canadian, so.
What?
Mm.
Don't worry about it. The TV show Survivor.
I don't like Survivor.
Yeah.
Don't talk.
I watched one a few days ago where it was him and his kid. I was like, I don't care about this at all. This kid's boring.
Is it?
What?
Yeah.
What you're talking about? Oh,
People talking about different things, and that's okay.
yeah, probably. I'm not exactly content with the items that I got on this floor. My damage is really good because Permanent Whore Babylon. Shouldn't be eating fries. They're just bruised on the inside. Ew.
Ooh. I was gonna.
And
Blue
and they
on
look
the
blue
outside.
outside.
What?
Yeah. So they're probably not good for you.
That sounds real gross.
Don't eat those.
Don't breed those.
Don't read those. Don't read those fries.
Don't breed those. The other day, I decided to make myself a smoothie, and Shepard was here. And I was like, I'm gonna make myself something with the blender. And he's just like, will it blend? And I'm like, don't breed this. And then I'm like, wow, we're giant meme-loving freaking pieces of garbage right now.
Well,
I was at my friend's house and I saw this blender that he had. It looked really old. I just kind of commented like, "Wow, that's a really old blender." He's like, "Yeah, we never used it. Came with the house.
It's a
just sitting out in the open."
transparency thing, and
And I
they're
was so
crinkle
confused.
cut. Huh.
It's
Yeah.
this blender sitting in there.
Old blenders are kind of crazy to look at.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
like it a lot.
Their design hasn't really changed all that much over the years. When you really think of what like a blender
It just
is.
has like big
They're
buttons
just
that stick out. That's
yeah.
yeah.
I'll send you a
I
pic,
like
but
that.
I can't. Also, it was only 2 of them. Okay.
all. My blender
Oh.
sucks. And my toaster's gone, so
Hmm.
it's bad life.
It's a bad life being a guy who can't afford things.
My mom thought it'd be really
That is
important
a
to
bad
take a
life.
toaster camping with her. So there's a
What?
toaster. She
What?
brought the toaster where they're camping.
Just eat freaking bread.
Toast.
I
Alright.
don't know why the toaster's important in camping.
Yeah, like no
Can you-
offense,
huh?
it's just bread.
Just go to bread.
I really
Yeah.
like bread.
You
I'm for
too.
bread than toast anyway.
I
I
feel
have some
like-
really good
I feel
bread.
like bread is
Yeah.
like the one thing that most people can just unanimously go, yeah, you know what, I like it.
Yeah, I eat
Bread's
like
cool.
garlic, like just loaves of bread. Just
Yeah,
Garlic
okay.
bread is
yeah.
fucking amazing.
Okay,
and it's
I
not
don't,
even like cooked or anything like that. It's just
I don't like
eat it.
garlic bread because I don't like garlic, but I'm gonna say like just
Alright.
bread itself.
cheesy bread then.
Well,
Mm.
that depends. Cheesy bread's usually like real weird here whenever I see it. It's always like, oh, it's got this in it or that, or it's a type of cheese that I just don't care about.
I
And
just have normal bread.
you know, yeah, that's the thing. I'm just,
Just
like, I
bread.
just want normal bread, just normal cut bread, and then like sometimes not even cut, like because then you can choose the size of it that you want yourself, right?
I just like to just like something to eat it without any toppings or anything on it as well.
yeah, bread's
Yeah, I do that.
bread's just bread.
Bread's good.
Bread's good by itself. You
Yeah.
ever get like a really fresh loaf of bread that's just
If you
better
need
than
to
a
have
normal loaf of
toast,
bread.
bring
Eat it.
bread and a skillet. Like, I guess that works, yeah.
I mean, they can have a fire there, which is why I think she brought it.
Hmm.
They're at a campsite, but they can't have their own fire. It's like a community
Oh, like
fireplace.
you can have like
It's like
those electric skillet type things.
Yeah, I guess. I guess we don't have one.
Whenever I hear
Alright.
skillet, I've been ruined for the word because of that crappy band. So
Yeah, me too,
I
me too.
always just imagine like people are talking about like cooking things off those band members. And I'm like, how's that work? Like, what are you talking about? And then I'm like, oh right,
Yeah.
that's an actual thing that existed before these terrible humans. Also, like, not to do the shots fired towards Christian people again, but like Christian rock, man.
Oh, I forgot they're Christian rock. I
You're
always
gonna.
forget that.
There's two types of Christian rock. There's Christian rock that you're okay listening to, and then there's the Christian rock where you're like, these guys are so far up their own butts that
Yeah.
you're just like, what am I, hearing in my ear holes right now? And I feel like Skillet's one of those things
Yes.
because people are always like, oh man, they're so good, I'm like, the guy's not good.
None of it is good. None of it.
Yeah, like he's no freaking Limp Bizkit. I say that almost entirely ironically.
Yeah.
Like,
Although I prefer him
the-
better in person. Person is cool.
Yeah, I
There's-
still
there's
love the fact
people-
that Shepard ran into 30 Seconds to Mars entirely by accident, had no idea who they were, and he just thought that they were a bunch of random dicks that he met in Toronto. No, like seriously, he went to Toronto, right? Because he was going to see an Iron Maiden concert, and he was leaving the concert, and a bunch of these, knobbish-looking guys came up to him on the street and were like, "Oh yeah, you went to see the Maiden concert, huh? Yeah, I've got my shirt from when I went to see them, like however many years ago." And he's like, "Yeah, okay, freaking whatever."
I remember when you
alright."
said this, actually.
Yeah, and so then he went home
Yeah.
and his sister was listening to them and he saw the picture of them and he was like, "Hey, I met those guys tonight. Wow, they're assholes." I'm just like, well,
That's pretty amazing.
you can't win them all.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's amazing when you run into celebrities and you just have no idea that they're a celebrity. Like, I ran into some cosplayer person once, like, one of the well-known ones that sells prints. And I saw them and I was like, that's okay. And then just walked away, and then somebody online was like, "Hey, did you see this person?" I'm like, "Hey, that was taken at the convention I was at." I'm like, "Oh my god, they're actually a big deal. Wow, I have really no change of opinion towards these people."
I haven't met any famous anyone.
Ah, piss. Greed,
Well,
don't
no one goes to your island, so.
Actually, people do.
Yeah, apparently people actually really do.
Oh, all right then. Is it like a really big tourist area?
Yeah, they're all going there to
well,
see the prized Guernsey cow.
What?
And I don't mean
Maybe
just
there's
like, I don't mean like the breed of cow. I mean just the one cow. Like, that's it.
Yeah, the one cow.
There's
that's
just
it.
one
We have,
cow,
like, one cow.
and he's enormous. And it's a he
Yep.
because they need to breed it to like all the other cows.
Then wouldn't it be a bull?
Well, that's the thing though. It's still the same creature. In fact, a lot of cows that you eat are actually dudes. They're fed a bunch
Yeah, well
of.
then they're not cows, they're bulls.
No,
Cow means
they are.
female.
They're called cows.
No,
Yes, they are.
cow means female.
Yes, I know, but it doesn't matter to people anymore because
Well,
people
of course it
are.
doesn't matter to people.
Okay,
People are dumb.
what they do is they castrate them and then they just feed them a whole lot of various things, including growth hormones in the U.S. because the U.S. is scummy in the way that they handle animal meat, and so they feed them all sorts of crap. They just sit them in one area and then they just kill them because
Yeah.
like they don't want them
It's the life of
to.
a...
They don't want them to be rowdy, so they just get rid of their genitals. Imagine if that's how, like, humans dealt with that. They were just like,
That would be bad.
my
yeah.
son's got a bit too much energy. Just lop him
Fucking
off.
cut him off.
Yeah, just...
The next generation of ADD medicine.
Well, they used to do that for people who needed, like, various different problems solved. They'd just be like, it sounds like a good solution. Castration. And I was just
Then
kinda
if these
like-
problems are hereditary, you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They were like, we don't want people with learning disabilities and other problems like that to breed, so castration. And I'm just like, that's really inhumane.
It's a really terrible thing that might have helped humanity. Who knows?
Yeah, but they were doing it to people like who are like autistic, and it's kind of one of those things like autism's been around forever, and some of the people with autism are super intelligent. So, just saying. And plus, like getting rid of them from the gene pool doesn't really help humans either because it doesn't seem like us changing how we've bred throughout history has exactly helped us.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so.
Oh, I'm in such a problem situation right
Yep.
now.
Yeah, we're all over. Finally, something good.
I'm fighting brains.
Fighting brains.
Fighting brains.
That needs
That'll
to
be
be a high school team for something.
Fighting brains.
The
So, like,
fight, the
brains to
fighting
fight.
brains.
The fighting brains. Yeah. Yeah.
Screw Judgment. I don't want
Are
Judgment.
they actually like a math league though, not sports?
No, just like that's their mascot for the whole school.
Oh.
Because like a lot of schools, they just have one mascot. Like my high school had several different teams, right? And like Canada's not.
We don't have
all-
mascots over here.
Oh my God, Polyphemus.
If we did, it would be a cow.
It would
Yeah.
too.
Well, it would have to be different for the other schools, though. I mean.
Okay,
Alright,
okay,
alright,
mine is
alright.
really dumb. I just remembered mine.
Types of cow.
Okay, our like city is named Hastings, so there's like, okay, the Battle of Hastings happened a long time ago. Not named after that at all. It was just like a guy named Hastings. And anything to do with battle of that. So we're like, oh, right, we're gonna make our whatever, like mascot, the Saxons, because it happened there. And it's like we have nothing to do with that battle. Just the person who founded the name was named Hastings. That was all. His name's Zach. I was gonna say Saxon. What a name though.
If he was named
That's a great
Zach,
name.
or if he was named...
Basically, my school is an idiot.
Yeah,
That's
my old one, our mascot was a horse. So, like, okay, whatever, right? But, like, the weird part is when you get into, like, what the pseudo-mascot was, because, like, all the logos and stuff were horses. And I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, we're a rural area, but I don't know anyone who's famous for breeding horses or anything around here. So then they just decided to, like, call the team, like, the Raiders or whatever. And so it was determined that, like, the reason it was a horse was because it's, like, the guy rides a horse. Like, a raider rides a horse. And I'm just like, this is pretty far-reaching, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
I want a mascot, man.
ours is based off like completely flawed logic, and I hate it.
Oh god, I'm taking all the stupid damage. I would probably hate that. I really hated when they were trying to go for like a mascot for like our elementary school, like, you know, public school grades 1 through 6, and they were going around being like, "What does everyone want for the mascot?" And I'm like, "No one cares. We're children." Like, if you ask 9, you know, kids out of 10, a ton of them are gonna say like stupid animals and maybe a Power
Yeah.
Ranger. And
Yeah.
I'm not even lying
I like
when I
that,
say that when we got the forums, like 3 kids in my class wrote Power Ranger. And I just kind of shook my head and was like, God damn
I would
it.
write like a Snorlax or something as our mascot.
So I'm really happy because I just got Mr. Mega after Polyphemus.
That's pretty good, actually.
This is the greatest run. And I still
Yeah.
have an inkling that I'm going to lose horribly.
Slightly off topic is how much I dislike graduation like things for like.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm with you on hating
My
that.
niece went to
Over here, we don't care about that shit.
No, we don't have that. But like my niece went to one, and they were like treating it like that's just this big thing. Like she had an actual graduation gown on and the hat and everything. It was like,
I
congratulations,
want a
you're
gown
leaving
and a hat,
third
man.
grade.
That shit looks cool.
Okay, so 3rd grade is a bit extreme. But in the
Yeah.
case of my public school, when you graduate like 6th grade, there's like a ceremony, and I just sat there and was like, I hate this so goddamn much. And like they have to give out awards and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And I aimed to do rather poorly in school. Not like intentionally, but just enough that I didn't look great to people for most of my life. Because I hate attention to a degree, which is ironic because I have YouTube and Twitch. But I feel like that's different because it's not like literal me, right? It's an internet creation of myself. And following in that vein, I hate it when we had to do like the actual walkout thing for it because it's just a huge mess of people just standing around clapping, and you're just like, what the f is this, right? Because you're like, you're still like as a 6th grader, you're just like, I don't understand, but everyone's having such a good time, and me being the asocial monstrosity that I am was just like, what is even going on? And then
Why are these people happy? Nothing happy.
yeah,
happened?
yeah, like I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm just gonna be going to more school. What's going on? Like,
Yeah.
I don't get why you're all so uppity about this. This is strange to me. So,
Yeah, that seems a bit weird. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, got a free primary. Well, yeah.
yeah, it's like, congratulations, you have successfully
Congrats.
been passed through by the system. Like,
Like, fucking hell. Like, that can't happen. That's, like, such an accomplishment.
yeah, it was the dumbest thing. And then they have one from like 8th grade into like 9th grade, and it was the same situation of me being like, I don't want to be here, to the point where I left right after the ceremony, and everyone screamed at me that I need to understand how important socializing was. And I'm like, I don't feel like this is necessary though. Like, we're leaving school for like 2 months, and then we're going into another freaking school. And yes, my fire rate is too low for me to fight the Ivanuses. I can't shoot bombs fast enough to kill them.
That means you have to, like, place bombs to kill them.
Yeah, I would have to place bombs to kill them. But I'm not doing it because I'm not a freaking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste time doing that. I'll just blow
It's
up
just
the door.
better to just, like, bomb through the door.
Yep, is quicker,
And more efficient.
which is in line with it being quicker. I have troll bombs, though, at this point, so...
Troll bombs
I
are
heard
cool.
like a groan of disappointment.
Excuse
in my
me?
living room.
A groan of disappointment.
A grind.
But a summarization of about 150 years of, you know, living as a white person in modern day society.
It's very disappointing.
Hmm. Okay, go away, Sue. Go away. Mad at you still.
What in the world?
Just curious what's going on.
Yeah, we just hear tons of voices, and I'm just like, oh.
My mom has a set of voicemail on her phone because she's too dumb to figure it out. So
Oh.
my dad's complaining about that.
Yeah, I can hear. He sounds very irate.
Yeah.
Yes. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it one bit.
I saw a thing where it was like, you know, talking about how kids nowadays, blah blah blah, technology, stupid, etc. And
yeah.
then one person was just like, yeah, how about we talk about the fact that, you know, modern day society has the most amount of people graduating out of college and high school than any other generation. And then one person was like, yeah, because you guys have to or else you won't get jobs. And they're like, yeah, because you guys changed the rules. And that's literally why, because adults were like,
Yep.
okay, well now you're going to have to require these. And I'm like, that's
really annoying.
And it's great because, like, I know people that went out and got jobs when they were, like, 15 and quit school.
That's pretty much why you're fucked, I know.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, because no one's hiring.
No,
Yeah.
no one's hiring, especially
Because,
dropouts.
yeah, you dropped out of school, didn't you? So.
Yeah, I got GD, but still.
Especially in
Nah.
Michigan.
There's nothing. I want to open up a comic book store really badly now. That's my brightest idea that I can think of because there's not one for like 40 miles.
I'm going to tell you, like,
And we are in the middle of like a ton of cities.
as great an idea as that is, it's also, like, simultaneously the worst idea.
Exactly, yeah.
That
and I
makes
realize
it
this.
better, man.
Because, like, they don't have a great profit margin.
Yeah, I've been looking like into it a little bit, and it's like, yeah, it would be but at least I'd have a job.
I'd recommend, rather than just a comic book shop, like a hobby store.
It would be a
Because-
combination of things. There's not a record store for like another, also 40 miles. So
Yeah, well, I feel like you're pushing boundaries if you're like comics and records, because at that point you might as well just say, I exclusively sell the works of Brian Lee O'Malley and, you know, vinyl records from like 20 years ago.
I want vinyls, man.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's basically just saying, I'm a hipster, and here you go.
yeah, that's what I was the whole time I was thinking like I'm making the most hipster store. In all
I would love
It's
vinyls,
the
though.
most
Those are
hipster
pretty
store.
cool, actually.
Yeah, I buy vinyls and stuff, and I have to drive a long ways, and it annoys me. So there you go. I'm selling to myself.
I don't think that's a viable option of money, selling to yourself. In fact, I'm pretty sure that a lot of the time that's considered illegal.
Is it?
I think you wouldn't really gain or lose anything.
I still. Oh,
Okay,
oh,
so
I
holding
like
on
it.
to Guppy's paw is a great idea right now because I just found the super bandage and got myself even more spirit hearts.
It's a lot of spirit cards.
I have to exchange.
I
out
did
stuff,
pick up
though.
raw liver, so I had all that health. I think I had like 6 or 5 hearts, and then I decided to just pick up dead
Oh.
cat because why not?
Gertie Pliss.
Goody plus.
Well, Gertie Jr.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know, right?
I just
I
like-
hit them with a slowing tier, and I was like, oh god, they're gonna, still rush me, and then they were just like
Yeah.
an old person hitting the brakes on their car. Oh god, I made both of them blow up at the same time, and it was the worst decision of my life.
I suddenly got bored of Isaac and closed it.
Wow.
It happens a lot. in my
Your
runs nowadays.
commitment to games is
There's none.
just
There is
astounding.
none. Hey, I finished XCOM.
I need
Now we're
more
just trying to
commitment
finish
as
this
well.
one Civ
You
5
finished
game.
XCOM.
XCOM. Now I just have to try and finish that one Civ 5 game that I've been working on for like months.
My shots are so
I know.
goddamn slow that it is actually like unbelievable how slow these bombs are. Like, when I
They do a
get
lot of
like
damage.
Brimstone
Wait,
and
did you-
Polyphemus? What?
Yeah. Did you pick up Polyphemus with the bombs?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Because it increases damage. It does.
I'll look it up.
If you wanna argue me on it, you can argue with the fact that I was doing more damage before I got Mr. Mega.
What? I'll look. Also,
just-
I bought God to be watching, and then I bought it, went to install it, and realized it doesn't come out until tomorrow.
So good
I
job.
was like, shit.
Did you
Pretty much.
pre-install it?
No, I couldn't even do that.
Ah, like those scum.
It's just sitting there. I think it has like 17 hours left until it comes out. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I'll just keep watching Northern be bad, I guess.
Line.
Yeah.
Welcome to the last 3 years of his life, pretty much.
Yeah, he's really bad at that game.
He's really bad at a lot of games, but then like he just slowly becomes good, hopefully.
Which is great.
Yeah, it's not bad. You know? Yeah, you know what? You do what you will.
Yeah.
I feel
Alright,
like
let's see.
I feel like I need to make this post at like when I get off of the stream. And it's that I've gone through a long-term semi-stable relationship, some of high school, and an entire year of college, and I'm still watching The Binding of Isaac by Northern Lion.
Yeah,
I've seen people
I
die,
don't stop
and Isaac
watching
is still
after
going on.
like...
Yeah, like
I think I
feel
stopped
like
watching after like
that's-
350 or so.
Yeah, it's like episode 800 and something. I'm still
It's just
here.
a constant in our life.
Yeah, it is like
Yeah, I think it was like 350 I stopped watching because I was just like, I can't be fucked anymore.
yeah, like
So-
I sat there and was like, I wonder how long it's
Yeah.
gonna be before I get bored of NL, and I'm still watching him. But
Never happens.
every other
I'm not
up
bored
here-
of... I'm not bored of him. I can't be fucked to watch his Isaac now.
I feel like the reason I do it is half the time I can learn some like really obscure thing, but then it's like
Never learned from it now.
no, but hold on, but then I just watch him forget about it the next week and just feel
Yeah.
like I'm better than him, but then I forget it the week after that.
His Isaac plays just
That's
go through
pretty much what he
phases.
does,
It's so
so-
weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my point. Like,
Like at one point, he'll like for a while he was like not picking up space items, get him out of the rotation, and I was like, "What are you doing, Northern Lion?" And then like 10 episodes later, he was like doing exactly what he should be doing, and then he's like the special items crap, and it's like you don't even know what you're talking about. I don't think you're just trying.
he knows, but he doesn't know. You know what I mean? Like, he,
Also,
he
Dr.
gets
Fetus-
it, but
You do get slight damage upgrades from normal damage upgrades for Dr.
Yeah,
Fetus.
see,
it just
freaking-
says slightly though. It doesn't say like
slight counts. Okay, I'm all
Yeah, it
about
doesn't.
Slight
It
is
bothers
good.
me that it
much as,
doesn't say a number though. I want a percentage upgrade, and it's just giving me the word slightly. I don't like that.
I don't. Okay,
Slight,
normally I'd be with you, but from my experience with Isaac, I'm gonna go ahead and say that whether or not it says a percentage, I don't care because, again, I have learned from watching NL that it doesn't matter. You just go for having fun sometimes, you know.
Right? Yeah.
Fun is fun.
It's just. Who cares?
I love when I say to people like, I'm from like the Northern Linean school. It's just I don't give a crap, and sometimes I say stuff to make myself seem better at it than I am.
Bombs
Yeah.
detonate faster as your tears stat increase.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Ooh.
So they don't shoot faster, they just detonate faster.
Yep.
That could
It's-
be a good thing. So.
It's really not a good thing sometimes.
Weird, Isaac.
At times it could be, at times it might
What you
not
have to do
be.
is you have to get the
You have to get range up, and then
yeah range ups.
you need
That's
tears
not
fire rate, and then
I
you need
forgot the name of
tears
this thing.
just straight up.
the remote detonator. That's what you need for it.
Yeah.
Mm.
The real question is, does remote detonator work with Doc Fetus?
It does. Yeah.
That's a good question.
I've done it.
I saw a new thing, and I don't like it because it scares me, because I'm a human and change inherently is horrifying.
Change is bad.
Yeah, I saw a thing for Rebirth, and if you have Quad Shot and Epic Fetus, then you shoot 4 missiles.
That is beautiful.
And you have to, but this is the thing, you have to aim all 4 missiles
Oh, bloody hell.
simultaneously.
I
How
cannot
the fuck
wait
do you do that?
for like someone to make a spider mod for Rebirth when it comes out.
Yeah, it'll be
so much fun.
it'll be wild. There's this one, I forget the name of it, but it makes things like orbit around you, right?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, if you get the technology with it, it forms like a barrier around you and then shoots off your face. Like you're almost invincible. Because
And
stuff
if you
that
get,
would
like,
run into your
quad shot
tears would
and
get
inner
hurt by
eye,
it, right?
just get like 7 shots.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
I hope that that's a thing. Quad shot. And
I'm
inner
sure it
eye
is because I picked
syncing.
up both of them before on a run, and then just like, why is this not Rebirth?
Yeah, like, it would be great to have 7 shots. And then, like, imagine if you get
Yeah.
Polyphemus on top of that, so now you're shooting, like, 7 enormous shots. And then you get Sacred Heart.
Ooh.
And then it's just
That would be pretty
7
cool.
enormous tracking powerful shots.
What about the Parasite as well?
Oh, okay, another thing I saw, Ipecac and Parasite stack.
Ooh.
So if you shoot Ipecac and have the Parasite, it splits.
That's
Pretty amazing.
And I forget what it was, but there's one item, I don't know what it is because I didn't see it, right? It makes Ipecac rapid fire. And so you can have Ipecac and rapid
Oh,
fire
that would be
Parasite.
amazing. Rapid fire fucking splitting.
I'm on like r/Binding of Isaac, and one of the things in the front page just like a visual bug, and it's that like TNT that's like in the wall, and it's like, yeah, how new are you to this game? And everybody's just saying that.
Yeah, you know, that's a point where I'm just even like, poor you. Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm taking all the dumb damage now, though.
Well,
now
at
that
least
I'm
you
on the
have
Sanctuary.
Polaroid invincibility.
Yeah, that's helping me a bit, but I mean, it's really irksome when you're just like, you know what would be good right now? Doing damage without taking damage. Let's see how much damage.
Yeah.
I don't do a whole ton when I hit him. Isaac, that is.
Well then.
At least
I'm
you're
trying not to
like
dead, to be honest, but my shots
Ah,
are my shots are so slow.
Oh yeah, I opened up Dark Souls 2. Forgot.
You're gonna, alright.
Gotta finish this new game plus.
Whenever I hear the sword swiping noise type of thing, I always think back to like when I first played Soul Calibur games, and that's like the noise for everything. It's just swords. Because of course that's essentially all Soul Cal is just swords. Okay, could you
Okay.
die, you stupid infant? Things that you will only say in the Binding of Isaac.
Stupid infant die. Come on.
Yeah, okay, I'll pick up Remote Detonator. Remote Detonator does not work with Doc Fetus. We've dispelled that.
Alright, I'll test this.
I just did.
Did you just do it? Oh.
Yeah, I just picked it up.
I swear I've seen that before. Well, alright then.
Maybe if you, like, mod it in some crazy way.
Maybe it was an old version, I don't know. Probably
Yeah,
not
well,
that.
like, if it was an old version, I can see that being a thing. Considering all the crap that happens in the Isaac verse in terms of edits.
Yeah.
Fetus.
So many red hearts. Oh, God. I don't have many more bomb items to get. Why are you guys showing up here?
Oh, okay. The way it works is when you shoot it, you can explode it like whenever you want.
Oh.
It will explode by itself, but you can make it blow up earlier.
Okay, that's ultimately not helpful to me, but I might take that.
It's still pretty helpful.
I'm
but
gonna
In
take that.
certain
I
ways
might
it
take
could
that
be.
for the boss because that sounds great for me on the boss. You know, being able to shoot really quickly sounds good.
Well, I mean, they shoot at the same rate. It's just you can blow it up earlier.
Yeah, I know, but then I should hopefully be able to shoot again faster.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm testing it.
No, this isn't my death.
Well, I blew myself up, but I don't know.
I blew
Might shoot the same
myself
speed.
up.
Blew myself.
You blew yourself up.
He blew himself up.
We're getting redundant now.
I enjoy it.
And, like, I mean more redundant than our usual redundancy, which is really goddamn redundant.
I get pretty redundant.
I think that, like, that's just our humor in general, is just being redundant.
Oh no, I forgot I'm doing plus. These guys are back. Dead.
I'm not dead yet myself.
No, I'm not. These guys are.
I'll dead you sometime. I really
Yeah.
should add you on PlayStation Network.
I know. I'm amazed that hasn't happened.
Yeah, the only people I have legitimately are Rachel and Scott because I don't play multiplayer PlayStation games.
Yeah, same.
I don't even really play PlayStation games. Like, I bought it and was like, these sound good, and then just, nah.
Yeah.
Big old
that's
red phantom. Get over here.
Big old red phantom.
I mean, I don't even know if we have a character that can like play against each other.
No, I don't because that time that I had the power outage and destroyed all my data.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'd have
Would
to.
I be able
I'd have to
I have
slowly
no
build
idea.
up a whole new thing. Oh, mom's knife.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about this.
I'm not sure what that does.
I don't know if I want to take it.
I don't know if it overwrites it or not. I'm looking it up as we speak, but
I wish I took it. The next room was all spiders.
Oh, good.
alright, synergies with where'd it go? Where'd it go? Does it not tell me? I don't see anything where it talks about the synergies between Dr. Fetus and Mom's Knife. That's so dumb. That's such like a thing.
Well, don't care.
I'm curious about.
I'm taking it. Even if I lose going down with my sword. Okay.
With all the
super,
items.
Yeah.
super powerful.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Mom's Knife overrides Dr. Fetus, the hat and monocle still remain. Oh
Yep.
yeah, because now you basically have Mom's Knife with Polyphemus, so
Mmm.
yeah.
That's pretty powerful.
So the whole Dr. Fetus thing is just forget about it. It never happened.
Yep. I'm content with this. All right, time to fight the boss. Blue baby, here I am. Walk me
Just
like a
run in.
hurricane. Yep, that's what I'm
You're
doing.
like a hurricane.
I'm putting down Bob's curse heads and stabbed him. I won. So
Yeah.
I just
Nice.
tanked him out. There we go. The first like really successful Eve run in a long time. And
Ooh.
that's impressive to me because
Backstab me. Ow,
Yeah.
arrows.
I'll backstab you sometime, Nick.
It followed me. Oh, I'm dead.
I'll backstab him as well.
Y'all backstab me.
I'll backstab you.
I'm fighting those Alone Knight things, whatever, in the keep.
Want to get Dark
Yeah,
Souls
right.
2, but I don't know if I can justify spending $50 on it. Last time I spent that much money on a game was before I got Steam. Okay, you know what? If you
price
don't
matching.
think that you can spend $50 and enjoy a game, I will like slap you upside the head because I
You're in
spent
the
like
in the wrong
$50 to get that game on release, and I'm going to be spending another $30
Same.
on it. So,
I spent money to get that game and I'm
like,
poor.
like if you want to wait a year and more,
Yeah. I sold much more money than what it was worth of.
God damn it! I got another stupid, you know, one of those here, use our streampromo.com things. That's literally what it's called, streampromo.com. So, if you guys will kindly turn your attentions to Twitter.
Yeah. I want in a second.
Boom.
Nope.
And I love that it says Cecil, and it's a woman.
Yeah, well, it has to be a woman, otherwise. What's the point?
Cecil's not a woman's name. And the last one that
That sounds unisex to me.
Cecil?
I have no idea
Really?
if it is.
I'm pretty sure that's like Cecil is like the common stereotypical name that you give to like an arrogant British guy in
I've
anything.
never heard that name before.
I've never heard the name either, but yeah.
They
that
also
is
go by
different.
Cecil. So
Oh, I've heard Cecil.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Cecil's
I
a
did
dude.
buy the
That's
same
not a
game
girl.
twice and spent more.
Yeah, Cecil's a dude, not a gal. Like,
Yeah, and that's totally like as far as I know that's a woman in that picture. I
Sure
could,
looks.
they could be a trans girl for all I know. Nothing
They
against
probably
trans
just went on.
people.
They went on the internet and just went like hot girl.
I
pictures.
know. I'm making up a narrative here, okay? Don't need to make up narratives for that sort of stuff. Okay, we'll do another random.
Alright.
Might
Don't.
as well, right?
Ow.
Cecil/Cecil is the main character from Final Fantasy IV. He's a dude. I love how that was just super casually done too, like he's a dude.
He's the dude.
So
He is a dude.
as per the usual, in my luck of rolling randoms, Blue Baby, the exact opposite of what I usually get, which is Eve. Got the same
It could
message
be
from
good.
someone. Yeah, I got the same message from like a black guy a while ago. But I'm betting you probably wasn't a black guy. I'm betting he was probably a robot.
Probably.
He's a black robot.
He was a black robot guy.
He was a black bot.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm stepping into some like borderline racist territory, but also
It
some
seems
like
it.
hold on, but also some like typical Men in Black type humor jokes. Like there's a lot of racial humor in Men in Black. Have you
There's been a
guys
lot of
watched
movies that
them
people don't
recently?
realize.
Yeah, but like
No,
Will
recently,
Smith's a very like dominating
I've seen it
character in that. And I don't mean like his character is dominating, but I mean like he's very important. So I feel like he has some sway in like the script, right? Because he's always the funny guy in it. And he always tries to kind of be the funny guy anyway, except for like recently where he's trying to be all serious about stuff. In which case it's always like really bad sci-fi.
He was in I Am Legend.
That was real bad sci-fi.
I mean, compared to the book, yeah, bad. But.
Yeah, okay. If you're just saying like as a movie it was okay, but if you're going from like source material it's bad, then I'll give you that. Yeah. Because I still can't get over that they tested that and were like, U.S. audience likes the explosion ending more. Go with that.
Oh, I remember watching the like alternative one. I mean, it seems more realistic for the, the other ending where he just kind of spoilers dies. But
okay, I think we're past the point where spoilers are necessary for that. And secondly, it's not that it's supposed to seem realistic or unrealistic. It's just that they destroyed the book so much in that they didn't allow for any humanization of the characters, and the book, a lot of it was just humans.
Oh, it is true, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like one of them and stuff. That was dumb.
Pretty much.
Made it dumb. What was the ending of the book? Did he like die in that?
Sort of. Like.
I mean, it wasn't even like remotely similar, so I guess it's kind of hard to.
He got jailed by them actually, and he came to the realization that he's the monster in their society and they're the new race of humans, and he needs to have, this understanding that they're the new masters of the world, and he's been the one sneaking around killing them. So he realized he was the bad guy all along.
Rambling about this time.
I Am Legend and movies in general.
Movies to books in general.
And Will Smith movies.
Which I like Will Smith as an actor, so I like most of his movies,
I need to stress that he does specifically bad book to, movie adaptations all the time.
Was Pursuit of Happiness a book?
I don't know, but
I mean, it was a true story, so I guess it doesn't even... I mean, it's still like, it's something.
I'm gonna say this.
It's not original. When I say true story, of course, I mean like based.
I'm gonna correct you on this slightly. In the U.S. and most of the world, there is no laws saying that anything that is said to be a true story in a movie has to have any basis in truth at all.
Oh, of course not, yeah.
You can totally just put that there. So, like, the movie Fargo, right? It turned into that series.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the movie, but yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, the movie Fargo had the guy, like, bury a bunch of money out in the snow, right? And so... because of that, it said based on a true story in it, and some Japanese woman called Kumiko found out about it in real life and went, "Oh, this is based on a true story. I'm gonna find that money." But there's no money, so she just went out into the middle of like a frozen wasteland and froze to death. And now there's a movie that's like a parody biography about her being made, going out and freezing to death.
What?
And it says, based on the true story of a movie not based on a true story at the beginning. So,
wow.
I rewatched MIB again last night. Good lord. They're very awkward movies, I feel.
I saw the new one. It was just real bad.
Yeah, right? Like, the whole thing was just entirely bad, though.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't any good to that movie. That was wholly bad. I feel like Men in Black is one of those series that, like, it had its time in the sun, and its time extended way past.
I liked them a lot as a kid. I had them on DVD and watched them a lot, but definitely grew out of that.
Yeah, it's it's one of those things. How much does this cost? I'm gonna go ahead and say that you're talking about Binding of Isaac. It's about $4 to $5, right? Is that counting? That's not counting the DLC though. DLC is like another.
I think it's $5 for everything. I paid $5 for everything.
I think it's about $5 for everything, not counting if it's on sale. It usually goes on sale on Steam pretty frequently.
Oh yeah, it's always on sale.
So like the most you're gonna pay for it is like $10, not counting taxes because taxes.
Ooh, nothing even. I'm still alive.
But yeah, it's a.
Well, taxes don't apply on Steam, so.
Really, because it totally does for me because Canada to America.
All right, that's interesting.
Yeah, and over here we just don't get VAT.
Yeah, but anyway, the game is about $10. You'll be in the clear.
It didn't age well even.
Oh!
Yeah.
So I used the pad on Larry Jr., the most terrifying experience in my life. Because he separated
fly
into
at you?
like 8 million pieces,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he just bit me on the face and I died.
I like how one of his head just died right away. Oh my god, he came back. That was so weird.
Yeah, when he came
Wow.
back to life, it freaked me out, right? Oh, it's $8 USD. There you go.
Off sale. Alright, yeah. And it goes on sale.
Oh, it sucks that you're broke, Penguin's Official. Also, Penguin's Official,
Yeah.
you better
you.
start talking to
I like
Daggers
you.
Games here. He loves penguins.
Yes.
Wank. Wank wank. That's all I have to say.
Wank wank.
Wank wank. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does go on sale a lot.
Did you see all those penguin pictures I got that one day? All those profile ones?
I saw a few of them.
Oh yeah, you had a ton of penguin things.
It was so great. I was just like, whoever makes me a penguin profile picture, I will cherish it forever. And I got like 10 or more. And I ended up sticking with Liz's, even though I modified it slightly.
I'm really
Yeah, that's
happy.
cool.
Rerolled, got Judas. Let's hope for the best.
My-
Not happy about this insofar.
And it's worth noting, it's totally worth $8. It's
Oh
worth
yeah,
way more.
like I
I'd pay-
spent way more than that in long run, and it's totally worth it. Like,
Yeah, like I remember like when Edmund joked like, yeah, Rebirth's gonna be like $50. I was just like, I'd pay that.
I wouldn't pay $50 for the Binding of Isaac. I would totally pay like $30 for
Okay.
Rebirth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd pay
Rebirth seems like, because of the amount of effort going into it, you could totally go for that. But like, I still feel like they're probably not going to market it for that much.
No, for sure. It's probably
we-
gonna be the same amount.
Face it,
Maybe
guys. Face it. We know how much it's going to cost already. It's going to cost like $800.
Yeah.
And that's only
Yeah,
for like
$200
that's only for
off
the
if you
beta
already
build of
have.
it, because they're not done past the beta. Like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna charge you $800. That's gonna be for the beta straight off, and that's gonna be it.
Yep.
And it's never actually gonna get past beta. It's just gonna be a
Yeah,
forever
too
beta.
bad it's canceled. Exactly.
That's
It's,
the game.
it's always gonna be in. It's like those early access games that get released and then never finished.
Yeah.
This knight that I'm fighting Dark Souls 2 just came up right next to me with his sword out. Right next to me, by the way. Put his sword away, took out his bow, and shot me.
That's amazing.
That's reminiscent of that time that I had when I was playing Skyrim and the guy just wouldn't fight me.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's honestly just amazing. I love it when scripting in games is like, do I do this or this? And then it's like, this
Doesn't
seems like the
matter.
right
It's a
decision.
metal sword.
Yeah.
Just a metal sword. Nah, it's a wood sword, man. Wood swords are where
What's
it's
a
at.
Can get wood
They're the
swords, so-
best.
There, there's actually wooden and stone swords that exist that were used by, I think the Mayans or the Aztecs. I can't remember which.
Yeah.
But what they were essentially was they would take, like, think of a paddle, right? Like a normal everyday paddle type of thing. They would hollow out the sides of the paddle, and then they'd put this type of resin in there, and they'd stick obsidian shards in it. Because obsidian is very brittle, right? So
Yeah.
then they'd make these guys fight each other with them in like a gladiatorial type of thing. Damn it. And when they would hit them with the, paddle, and they'd hit them with the sharp end with the obsidian would break off in the muscle tissue and impair you, so you wouldn't be able to move those limbs that got hit. And they'd stick deep in you to make you keep bleeding if you moved. So,
Okay.
yeah. And there was this one guy who was like a slave that got captured once, and like, this is, myth, but it's also sort of history, because like, it's one of those, like, it's a story passed down by them, but it's probably true type of thing, where they took a slave from another country / people, and they chained him up by the ankle to a pedestal and had him fight with one of those wooden paddle things, but they put feathers in it instead of obsidian. And then they sent out some of their best fighters, and when they sent out their fighters, he beat them all with this wooden stick with feathers. And then
Damn.
they offered him, what's it called? They offered him to be like their general, and he was just like, I'd rather die for my culture than live as one of your generals. And they were just like, oh. So they had to kill him. He
Wow,
went
story
to
time.
he went to ritual sacrifice, but he
Story
died.
time that ends with sacrifice.
But like he went to
Yeah.
death as a hero even amongst them because he beat their strongest warriors over the head with like
Yeah.
a freaking wooden club against guys with actual weapons.
That's pretty great.
Not in the Knives of the Future. Also, hello there, Coolman34.
Hey, cool
A
man.
lot of new faces turning up, even if only briefly. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil Steven.
Maybe because I insulted that bot.
That's exactly what.
Are you not gonna go to that shop? You're not gonna go to that shop? Nope, you didn't go to that shop.
Nah,
All right.
I would have, but
At
I
15
wanna.
cents.
Yeah, but I'm pulling an anti-NL moment where I'm just like, what if I don't have a key for the next floor? And what if that shop doesn't have a key?
And you have 50 cents anyways, so what if you buy the item there and then you won't have the money anyways? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, there's another shop. It's like the world is trying to make me go to the shop.
This one's gonna have like greed in it.
Depends on how you do it. Guys talking about how to kill people.
I
think that's what they're
talking
get-
about how to insult bots. But
No, because it's like that's
Absolutely.
that's literally beautiful. It's like what, killing a man? Mm-hmm. Depends on how you do it.
Well,
I like the direction my chat's going in here. Yes,
I like
feed
it.
into my serial killer delusions. I'm
happens.
kidding, of course. Although
Yeah.
killing man can be a very beautiful experience. It's not that I
Depends on how you do
know
it.
or anything.
depends on how you do it.
Yeah, it all depends
Not
on how.
so.
Like you gotta first step is you gotta put them in a hole, and then you gotta come up with like a cute way to get them to flay off their own skin somehow. And you just
Alright.
go, it rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
The hose.
I'm referencing freaking Hannibal stuff here, guys.
Ah.
Yeah.
Sounds of the
Yeah,
Lambs.
I know.
Oh, no. No,
I really like that stuff. I don't like Hannibal the TV show. Hannibal the TV show is
Well-
like fan fiction.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
No,
I just
like,
think
it's-
of,
like,
Hannibal
a lot of
It's
Lecter.
stuff.
actually like fan fiction. You don't understand.
I say the same thing about Element.
I do
Elementary.
understand.
Yeah, Element. Okay, I've had this discussion before, but like, how long does it take for something that's a creative work to get adapted, but the adaptation to be like an actual adaptation from it, or
I think
like fan
that's
fiction?
Elementary because they took and they changed the entire sex of a
Yeah.
character, and they were just like, "Yep, we're just gonna do what we like."
At least
I mean-
with like, friggin' Benedict Cucumber Patch, you know, it's still the right sex of the characters, and one of them was still a soldier, and you know, he was still a past smoker who had an addiction.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't.
Basic
They
stuff,
weren't the
right.
same stuff. They weren't the same thing, but it was like they modernized them. So
Yeah.
it's still fan fiction to a degree, but I mean, when does something stop being fan fiction and start being an adapted work, and you know, become more respectable?
Best go to that shop. Oh, wait, I
Shooting
mean, I got
up
one.
someone with a club with shards in it is kind of nice. Yeah, but he didn't do that. The hero just had like a wooden paddle with like feathers sticking out of it, and he whomped a bunch of guys who had the obsidian shards.
That sounds great.
Oh, I took some
Oh.
stupid damage.
Triple shot.
Okay, so
I don't like the arrow symbol when you get triple shot because it's like one tier going into two tiers, which just makes it sound like double shot to me.
Mine looks like blood. So
Oh, now it does, yeah. Now that you pop up Belial, it just changed.
yeah,
Oh, if only that was Steven that you just fought, you would have gotten the damage up.
yeah. Well,
It wasn't the,
hopefully, I've had instances where I didn't get a damage up, and I was like sitting there.
Well, you have little Stevens.
Yeah,
so
I
you
know,
have-
but I've had instances where because Isaac is a broken monster. I've had instances where I've gotten two of the same familiar, and then I get it, and it just turns into Brother Bobby, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Well, you can't pick up little Steven more than once, so.
you kill
generally.
a lot of men in
Right.
Metal Gear Rising. Yeah, okay, in Metal Gear Rising, how you kill people in that is kind of like beautiful in an artistic way, but you're essentially turning robots into sushi.
Don't dislike BBC Sherlock.
I will dislike anything that I want. Also,
It was-
Train God, loud Train God.
It's alright.
Yeah, Trengard.
Is Train God ever quiet?
Sometimes it's pretty quiet. You guys have been like,
Yeah.
I don't hear it.
I guess
Well,
so.
I generally hear it.
Pop bag is best.
Okay, so I'm thinking that my chat's broken here. Cause I'm not seeing anything.
Oh,
Nothing's showing up on my chat.
no.
Oh.
Seriously. Check. It's like the last thing is Rachel being like beating someone with a club.
A while
Well.
ago. You missed.
Yeah.
You missed. Trend God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nothing's going on. It's just it's not updating.
Probably like refresh it.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's 95% likely that my internet's just dead.
Well, you're still
Well.
streaming, although that never seems to really matter.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't really affect it, right? Like I still stream
I have no
all
idea
the
what
time.
goes on with your internet.
Yeah, like I'm 100% certain that right now my internet is actually secretly dead.
It's like I don't know. What
It's not gonna let you know.
I'm gonna be right back, so don't have a picnic while we're gone, but you know,
Never had it.
everything will be fine.
Canada
It's-
internet magic.
Yeah, Canada.
Very much
I wish I could see this crap. I'll be back.
Alright.